5:30 a.m. I slept in my car last night to save me pitching my tent. I'm walking to the UK's highest waterfall. I've done this walk a couple of times. One time it was in snow and I turned back because I couldn't find the path. The second time I did it, I went all the way to the waterfall, and then I had a terrible fright because there's no phone signal there, and I had a downloaded map and I had a paper map with me, but even with those I just couldn't find the exact way through the boulders to get the path back, only for probably 10 minutes, but I was in an absolute blind panic. There's stepping stones you have to cross here, or you'll see how full this stream normally is. These are the stepping stones that you normally go on, and that must just be underwater to hold the water back a little bit. I've seen the actual stepping stones infrastructure. About 10 metres down there is the Wailing Widow waterfall. There's a little viewing platform there that you can look down at the Wailing Widow's waterfall, but oh, I can't do it, it's too scary for me. Anyway, that's the stream and the waterfall's just there. I'm going to walk over this pass here and down towards the UK's highest waterfall. It does say that at the start of this walk the path is indistinct, and the first time I came the ground was covered in snow. I couldn't see the path at all. I gave up sort of halfway up that hill there. The second time I came along the loch side and scrambled up by a stream and went over and found the path right up at the top. But then on the way back I remember realising the path came much higher above the loch, and so I basically pointlessly walked over this hill. Thankfully the ground's so dry it's not boggy, and now I can see the path, and so I'm going to head for it. Back down the hill, and then I need to climb up and over there. So you see it's not really a very distinct path. It's now 6:30. I left at 5:30. That's how far I've come. You can see how difficult the path is to navigate. It's so easy to lose it because it's very indistinct and it all looks the same, but following these things, there's one there and there's another one right there. I'm doing my bit. I want to always add a little bit to them because they're quite small here, and the time I was here and I got lost and got a terrible fright, these things literally saved my life. I have noticed in this area, Ascent it's called, the phone signal is much stronger than it was even a year ago. This is quite terrifying. My legs are wobbling standing here. Because it's been so dry for so long, the waterfall is just a trickle, and it's normally a huge cascade. I set off at 5:30. It's 7:30, and I brought my picnic lunch with me. This is probably the bit where I went wrong the last time, because there's a pile of rocks over there that looks like a cairn, and I'm pretty sure I went and I ended up down too close to the stream, because the actual path goes much higher up and over and back down again. So, but there's lots of dried up streams that look like paths. So, and this is just proper empty, deserted landscape. This is the other place that I went wrong the last time, because I came down along the riverbank far too low, all over there, and then I thought this bit here, because I knew I'd crossed the river and I'd come round a big boulder, and I thought that was where I'd come across the river because it looks like a path that goes around that boulder there, but actually I've got to go over the top there and back down again. So this is the actual place where you have to cross the river. There's stepping stones for when it's much fuller, which it usually is, and then the path goes up there, and that's the rock that it goes around, and then it zigzags up there and then over the top of that hill there.